about 8 o'clock. I'm in Southern California at the Trailhead to Sandstone Peak. If I do everything I have mapped out, it'll be 5.5 miles. And this is a hike in the dark. I am busy during the day while I'm here, so my options are early morning or at night. And this is the longest stretch of time I had, so I wanted to see if I could get in a long hike. Here's the plan for tonight. I'm right here, starting at Sandstone Peak Trailhead. I'm going to go up here to Backbone Trail, follow that around here to Sandstone Peak. There's one other peak somewhere in here. It's not on this map. I forgot what it's called. Here we have Inspiration Point. And then over here is another one whose name I forgot. It's right around there somewhere. I do not have my hiking poles with me, which is rare for me, so we'll see how that goes. But on the other hand, I'm packed very light. I've got my chest rig, a backpack with pretty much nothing but water and a poncho in it. Off we go. It is a clear night, but the moon is nowhere to be found, so it's pretty dark out. Huh. Never seen this kind of thing before. Guess I'll give it a shot. I've made it up to Backbone Trail. 1.1 miles to Sandstone Peak to the left. I've also done something rare tonight and broken out one of my glow sticks. I'm keeping my headlamp on dim, lighting the path in front of me, then this is actually lighting the path right below me. It's not super bright, but it's enough that I can see where I'm stepping. Good use for if you're trying to conserve battery power. I'm not sure what all this is, but I hope it doesn't mean the trail is closed. Let's see. This is just blocking off the edge. Let's see what it says. Severe trail erosion, abrupt unstable trail edge. Stay back from eroded trail edge. All right, good. Trail's open, but the edge is to be avoided. Looks like that one in front of me is sandstone. The trail goes to the right around and then cuts up there. From what I understand, there's a very short scramble near the top, but otherwise it's all consistently this gradual uphill slope. Backbone Trail continues along that way. And this is where our little scramble to the top of Sandstone starts. Oh, not quite a scramble yet. Just steep uphill. So the scramble does really start right about here. The dirt is loose, but there's rocks sticking out from underneath. So I felt the need to use all of my appendages. So you got one trail going that way and one going this way. I think I'll check the map. That's the trail up right there. That smaller trail to the right is not our route. This trail up here is. I think that marker is gonna be my peak here. This was Sandstone Peak. Apparently this was gifted to the scouts. All right, just to truly bag the highest point. Oh, I got some exposure there. I'm gonna go up this side. Get up here. Whew. All right, my foot is on top of the highest point. That's as much as my body as I want there. We've got a reading of true north here. Let's get the panorama. The environs of LA right over there. All right, time to get back down without getting anywhere near that exposure over there. Gotta hug this monument. Literally, actually. The map shows a route over there, but I don't see it very well. So I am just going to backtrack down the trail I came up because that was fairly clear. Going down this part is actually harder than going up. You can see there's gravel or sand or whatever all over the place. It makes it fairly slippery, although there is enough exposed rock face that if you're careful, you can manage this, but it does make the going slow. Except for that little bit by the monument, and this part right here, there really wasn't much scrambling. Alright, I think I'm going down on all fours for this. Alright, I'm doing a little crab walking here, getting 4 points of contact. Alright, and that can be done without slipping. Alright, I'm back on Backbone Trail. So my watch is on Central Time, not California time. It is 9 o'clock, so it's gonna be about an hour to get up here. That sounds right. All right, so I'm gonna continue along Backbone Trail, and I'll check the time after each new peak, and we'll see how it goes. Sandstone had a little scrambling right off the trail there on that sort of dirty, hilly slope, and then a little bit by the monument, but not much. Just had some eyes peeking at me. Well, I checked the map and this sign confirms it. The trail goes this way. Wherever that animal was. It was over here somewhere. Maybe right on this rock. Don't know what kind of animal it was, but it didn't look too big. So it could be a bobcat, could be probably not a coyote up this high, huh? Geez, trails everywhere. Let's check the map. Right, I think going uphill right now is the wrong way. I think I misinterpreted this before. It's not going back up that way. It's going around this way and down there, and then it'll zip around, so let's follow that. I just checked the map, and yeah, this is the right way. If I'm not mistaken, that mountain on the right there is my next peak for the night. Somewhere up here on the right is some kind of small side trail. I appear to be right around where the trail is, but for the life of me. Oh, is this it? Oh, yeah, it's really thin. I can follow this. Very small side trail here. I was worried for a second I wasn't going to be able to find it. I was probably going to cut this if it was just a pure bushwhack, but this is fairly straightforward. Looks like it goes right up that way. Maybe here to the right, actually. Ooh, this one's tricky. Not very far. That's pretty thick right there. This way, maybe? I'm gonna check the map. All right, kind of hard to follow, but I think this is the way. Let's see here. Oh my goodness. That does not seem to be the way. There does appear to be a bit of a way through here. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Oh, well, I'm not climbing up the sheer rock face. Oh, let's see here. I don't like to look at that way. Let me try this way. I don't see a good way up. Well, the map, which is based on someone's actual path, goes this way. So let me go over and explore. Maybe what looked like exposure from this perspective wasn't actually exposure. Oh, well, so far it isn't. I can't go up to the right at all, but maybe there's a way around to the side here. I think I can go up this way right here. That way to the right is too steep. All right, let's go up this way. Let's see here. Lots of grip. Okay, oh, this looks a bit trail-like. Okay, yeah, this is it. Go right around the side here. Whew, tricky one. Okay, so you just curl around the left side here until you get up here. And free walk to the peak from this point. Not sure if I'm at the highest point or if the highest point is over there. Is that a cairn? This does appear to be a cairn. I'm sure that was where I was before, right up ahead. It is 9:30, so we've got time to keep going. I'm retracing my path directly back. I got the trail right up in front of me up there. Finding the way back was much easier. It was easier to see the path that weaved through the brush on the way down than on the way up. All right, I'm back to Backbone Trail. The trail I'm on is some kind of ridge line, befitting of a trail named Backbone. But it looks like there's some great scenery here, but all I get is silhouettes. And there's the mountain I just came down from. The hiker whose hike I based my route off of took a left behind me, but there was no path I could see at all. It just totally looked like brush. He came down somewhere up ahead here, so maybe I could trace that back to get to where he went. Well, that in front of me appears to be Inspiration Point, but I think I underestimated how easy it is to get to it. There is a trail, supposedly, somewhere right along here. All right, let me see if I can just try to follow what looks like the trail here. That looks trail-ish. Somewhere right along here. Either this or maybe this. Hard to tell. I feel like if I look at the map, I'm a little to this way from it. Well, the path here was not clear. I more or less followed what the map said, and I was able to mostly walk on what looked like a trail, although it was fairly confusing. Now that appears to be the peak, so let's see if there's a safe way to get there, and if not, this might just need to be a close enough attempt. Oh yeah, this is a piece of cake. Scrambling to the top proved easy because it would look to be human carved holds, and it led to a great view. Heading down, I first went to the lip that was below, and I was able to use the same holds to finish the descent. Back down on regular ground. All right, let's go back the way we came. Actually, I followed this way, and I think I found maybe the other side of the trail the guy used. I'm just doing what he did in reverse. Well, I lost what looked like a trail, just sort of petered out and started getting steeper. So I'm gonna go back the way I came. Always the easiest bet. After that last footage, my hike was about to come to a sudden and unfortunate end at precisely where this map ends. Keep watching to find out what happened. I am back at Sandstone Peak Trailhead. Here's the gate that takes us up. We're gonna head up to Backbone Trail. So earlier I said I was back. And if you're a close follower of this channel, you may have noticed I've never had a video of this trail before. And I make a video of just about every hike I do. So why, oh why, is there no video of this one? Well, I'll tell you why. The last time I was here, there's 5 peaks on this hike that you can get. I got 3 of the 5. And between 3 and 4, I lost my phone in the scrub. Because the hike was relatively short, I didn't have a backup map, but I did know where the trail was from where I lost it. So I made my way back to the trail and followed the route back. Now I'm back here. I'm going to start with the farthest peak, 5. Then I'll get the 4th one. And maybe, just maybe, I'll walk the area where I lost my phone, and wouldn't it be special if I found it? We got a little camera stand here, and the instructions to help track the fire recovery. All right, here we are at Backbone Trail. I'm heading towards Sandstone Peak, so to the left. last time I was here, we were supposed to stay to the left of these barriers. I feel like that is supposed to be here. I just came up from that way, and I'm at the trail up to the first peak of the hike right here. I'm going to continue along Backbone to try and get to the 4th and 5th peaks I planned out for this hike. At this clearing, the trail goes to the right over here. Backbone Trail, do a Yui. That Yui goes over here. That right there is the 2nd peak of this hike. This is the trail up. You kind of see the face there. That face, you follow to the left and around just out of sight of where we are here, and you can get up top. I'm at about 2 miles in, and I believe that outcropping on the left is Boney Peak, I think it was. If so, my phone is somewhere on the other side of that in the brush. The trail will skirt around and to the right over here. The trail here continues to the right. From here on is going to be new ground for me. That means, of course, that my phone is somewhere over there. So straight ahead, you can see the peak, Boney, right there. I was coming down along this side, and I got turned to face that way over there. I looked at my phone facing that way. I made a turn towards where I am now, and somewhere between that turn, which is probably somewhere in the side of the slope over there, and basically where I am now, actually farther in, I realized while I was still in the brush that I dropped the phone. I dropped the phone. So, if I want to do a little searching, I would probably head that way tonight. I feel like I kind of have to do a little bit. I'm going to put the chances at basically 0, but I'm here, so why not? However, first we've got 2 peaks over this way. This trail here should be the trail up to Inspiration Point. Yep. So I will hit that on the way back, I think. Backbone continues along that way, I believe. However, I'm going to take this trail to the left to head up to Exchange Peak. So I noticed this pipe along the side of the trail earlier. The pipe leads up to a pair of water towers. So that in front of me here must be it. I'm guessing I have to approach it from this side somewhere. This trail here, if you're not right on top of it, it's pretty hard to see. It is a clear trail though. Looks like we've got another situation where we're going to be skirting alongside of a rock face. So the trail only skirted the rock face briefly before coming over here. Continues over there. There's a little bit of scree, not much. So far, no real scrambling. Pretty straightforward curve around to the backside here. I'm just about to the highest point, which I think is right there. Got the nearly full moon giving me some light. Oh yeah, this little hump right here. Point, but over there looks like it might be a cool view. So this right here is definitely the rock I was looking at from somewhere down below there. The way back is that way, so time to head back and try and get Inspiration Point. In the trail map I have, one route goes up or down here, and the other is the one I took earlier. I didn't like the look of this from the bottom, so I'm just gonna go with the easy path I took up. I don't think I even noticed this on the way up, but that is a cairn. The cairn marks the place where you turn down to this trail through the bushes here. I'm back down by the rock face, and the trail goes into the bushes in front of the rock. Just had some animal eyes right over there. I don't know what it was. It seemed fairly small. I don't see anything now. The path down from Exchange over there was much easier to follow than the path up. I'm back at the water tanks. This is the junction to Backbone Trail from the spur trail that leads up to Exchange. So that's the part of the trail I'm not traveling down tonight. And this will take us back. And here's our trail up to Inspiration Point. The distance from the trail to Inspiration Point is a pretty short one. So we got a relation to scouting here. Always be prepared. Good scouts meet every challenge. Whoever reaches Inspiration Point has met another challenge. I think to complete the challenge, I got to go up to here to the highest rock. Right here. So I got this 1 foot on the highest rock, and the rest of my body is well away from that edge. Back at the sign for Inspiration Point. The trail is this way. So if someone didn't already make off with my phone, it's somewhere over there. I came down from the mountain this way and I was going the wrong way. I course corrected somewhere over there. And I remember I took out my compass to make sure I could find some things that would show me a straight line to here once I realized I lost it. So it's probably right out there. I feel like I should spend a couple minutes searching since I'm here. When will I ever be here again? Who knows? Let's see what happens. I came down from like right over there. I can't be far. Bro, holy crap! My phone! Oh my god! Oh my god, look! I can't believe this actually worked. It was face up. The water probably got to it, but oh my gosh. What is the probability of that? Let's see. So if you look over there, there's a rock outcropping. I remember coming to the left of that. I remember coming down those big rocks. I can't believe I found it in this freaking mess. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to try charging this. Whew. I'm back on the trail. I can't believe I found my phone. I just can't believe it. What do you think the chances are I can get the footage from my earlier hike from this? I think I'm going to be an optimist and just assume I can get it and head home. Check it out. It's not dead. This thing survived 2 months. I just got to let it charge with the battery back here. There she is, alive and well. I can't believe this thing sat on the desert floor for 2 months. I'm back to the side trail that leads up this peak. I'm back to this hairpin turn. I'm back at the beginning part before the first peak. So that means it's pretty much all gradual downhill from here. Man, I just still can't believe I actually found my lost phone from 2 months ago. As I was walking along trying to find my place there, I was looking at the big rock up the hill that I knew I came down. I was looking at that outcropping on the right, which I remember being one of the signs that I was going the wrong way when I was coming down. And I was also thinking about the angle of the hill. What angle was it when I made my course correction? And somehow that got me close enough to find it. I think I was lucky that it was just out in the open there instead of like buried in a bush. but still, gosh, it feels fake. Am I gonna wake up? Man, I still just keep thinking about how unlikely it was that I was gonna find my phone. Maybe I psyched myself out about it too much the night I lost it. Thinking back to the area back there, I was probably able to narrow it down to maybe a 40, 50-foot strip with that large rock to the right, the big one to the left, about how far in I was when I lost it. And when I noticed I lost it, the night I lost it, I was worried about finding my way back and running out of batteries, and I thought it was just safest to just head back. But man, maybe that night I should have just spent another 10, 15 minutes searching. Certainly would have saved me some money on the new phone I bought. I'm back to this area that's facing some erosion, so let us stay far away from the edge. I'm back to the very first junction of the hike. So, the trailhead is where I'm headed, 0.3 miles this way. Oh, here's another one of those take a picture things. I'll take another picture. I am officially back to the trailhead. Holy crap! Oh man, hiking poles could have saved me from that just there.